challenge.
Hi guys, welcome back. It's another Predecessor video here, just giving you the basics of another character. We're going to be looking at Zarus today, and we're going to be looking at him in the Offlane. If you never played him before, you don't know what any of his abilities, I'll go over that here for you. His first one is Gladiator. You gain a stack of Gladiator when dealing damage with a basic attack or abilities to non-minions, stacking up to 8 times. Each stack grants 1% increased physical power. After exiting combat, stacks will fall off once per second, restoring 0.5% of his maximum health per stack consumed. Right, so the more health you got, the more it'll heal, and you'll get 1% increased physical power. His first ability is Thrust, which is his basic attack. It deals basic damage plus 80% of his physical bonus damage. His first actual ability itself is Spear of Near. Channel to throw a spear, dealing 70, 100, 130, 160, 190, plus 110 physical damage to his enemy's hit. Increased by 100% against targets below 20% maximum health. It deals 75% damage to minions. Releasing within 0.3 seconds will thrust the spear forward, dealing the same damage and refunding half the cooldown. Which means he has 2 ways to use his ability. You could hold it to channel it to make it the spear throwable, or you can just quickly tap it and he will just thrust the spear. The cooldowns are as follows: 12, 11.5, 11, 10.5, and 10. Cooldown is always 30, does not increase. Second one is called Barricade. Unfold the shield for 1.75 seconds, reducing incoming damage by 60, 65, 70, 75, and 80%. Upon recasting or after the duration, swing the shield, dealing 55, 70, 95, 110, 135, plus 100% physical damage, increased by up to 110, 150, increased up to 110, 150, 190, 230, 270, plus 200% physical damage, and stunning targets hit for 0.35 seconds. The longer you hold the shield, the more damage it does. That's why it says increasing up to this amount of damage. The cooldown is 22, 20.5, 19, 17.5, and 16 respectively. The cost is 60, 65, 70, 75, and 80 respectively. Its third ability is called Evade. You dash in your current movement direction, gaining 15% movement speed for 1.5 seconds. And 15, 17.5, 20, 22.5, 25% attack speed for 4 seconds. Cooldown is 16, 15, 14, 13, and 12. The cost is always 50, does not change. His last ability and his ultimate is called Colosseum. You leap at the enemy hero, dealing 150, 235, 320, plus 100% physical damage. A Colosseum is then summoned for 6 seconds, and the bonus from Gladiator is doubled. If the target is killed within the duration, you will permanently gain 6, 8, and 10 physical power. You may recast his ability to end it early. The cooldown is 150, 120, and 90, with a cost of 100 that doesn't change. So the idea here for his ultimate is you want to kill them in the Colosseum that is summoned to get the bonus physical damage that you get. How we're going to do this is using Barricade, getting close, holding it for as long as possible, doing as much damage before you use Colosseum. They want to be near dead when you use Colosseum because you want them to die in it. They can flash out. If they have abilities that allow them to get out, they can. Like Feng Mao's Reaping Dash, he can get out of the Colosseum. If they can't, then they got to stay in it for the duration of it. And I think it will be up for 6 seconds in total. So you want to get them as low as health, use Colosseum, and then in theory Spear of Near should be able to kill them with its 100% increased damage below 20% maximum health. You don't want to ultimate a full health target. The only reason you do that is to try and peel them away from somebody else who's about to die. So let's say Steel's on somebody, he already uses ult, you use yours, your ally is able to get out and stay safe. You may not get the bonus physical damage for killing him, but your ally stays alive. That's one of the times you want to use Colosseum defensively. But ideally, they want to die inside the Colosseum. So let's get into a game here.
I have arrived.
And we'll see how it actually plays out. And we'll get some tips and tricks there. I don't know a whole lot of small details that some other people might know about Zarus. I'm not the best with him, but I have the basics down. I can play. I have won games with him, but I don't be able to do that on a regular basis consistently. So I don't win every game I play. So I'm going to be saying this is just to learn how to play him, give him some basic knowledge, some basic tips.
My final challenge.
For you guys to at least start playing him to learn the nitpicky stuff about him.
In 5, 4,
So I'm going to be going up against a Grux, most likely. No, a Countess. Okay. Zarus would actually be a really good, choice against Countess, because she is bursty. As long as you can disengage and let your gladiator activate, then you should be good. So right now it'll only restore about 3 health per stack consumed, so you get about 24 health back, which isn't much. But the more health you get, the more it's going to heal you. I always start with Spear of Near, because it's on a 12-second cooldown, but if I only use my thrust, it's on a 6-second cooldown with low mana consumption. In 6 seconds, I will have about 9 mana back, so I'll get about 33% of the mana back for it if I use it on cooldown consistently, which means I'll get about 20 or 30 of them before my mana runs out. So it's mana efficient. If I go with Barricade, it'll use up more, but it's a longer cooldown, so either one would work. But I personally like Spear of Near. If you're able to get ahead, and if they try to fight you and they miss a couple of abilities or something like that, getting below 20% is almost like an execution. Like that. See, now my healing is kicked in. Get my last hits. Here we go. She should be back here any second. Ooh, I dodged that one. Pull back a little. Hold it. Pull off the minions. Having minions on your side really helps. So if you can get that, that would be most optimal. It's not always an option, unfortunately, but most times in PvP, they'll let you clear the first wave or two without going for a fight, unless you seem inexperienced. If you seem inexperienced, they might just try to bully you out. So don't let them easily take it if they try to prod you a little bit. Like, normally this wouldn't happen. But the bots don't know any different. Once they get to a certain health, they try to back off, but then it's too late. I'll just back off out of that. Let my mana regen kick in. Using an ability doesn't take the ire of the minions. Doing a basic attack does. Damage reduction. Right, now I want to get out. Even getting 5 health per stack is not going to do much for me, so I need to get out. Alright, so now I need 900 to finish my mutilator. But generally with Countess as a player, they will stay in the back line and use their abilities to clear the waves, and then dash forward, use their blade siphon to heal themselves, and then come back. So they do like little pop shots at you, instead of just outright facing you like she's doing here. Because like she's using one ability only so far on me. So I don't think she's used Blade Siphon on me yet, which is not ideal for her. Oh, myself get hit by that one. Okay, I'll take that extra physical damage. Get that. Come back and get this one. Where I'm using Spear so often, I'm just going to max it out. Having it on like a 5-second cooldown is ideal. So 5 seconds, and it costs 30 mana. I might as well max it out, because you guys haven't seen me throw it yet. So I'm going to throw it here at Faye. It goes quite the distance. Okay. Pushed him in. I need to come out. Yeah, normally they don't go that way. They go into the tower, so. I'm just being a butthead here. I will use my ultimate on Faye here. Take that. I'll take this, get over to my tower quicker. Now just go back for now. So at the 10-minute mark, finish my first item. I'm gonna go with Draconium here because I want a bit of. Actually, no, I'm still gonna go a bit of physical power and attack speed. So I'm gonna go Dust Devil here. And then I might go Void Helm to help with my Gladiator. Generally, when you're talking about items to certain characters, you really want to go with what your playstyle is. Certain playstyles are better than others, but finding something that works for you. It generally works out better. Because I could say, oh, this is best, or this is best, but if you don't play that way, it don't matter.
On my path of ascendance. Enemy tower under siege.
Because if you try a playstyle that doesn't fit the way you like to play, it don't matter. You'll never be good at it. You'll always hate playing the character. It'll just seem dumb. So what I always suggest doing for people is, whatever playstyle you like, find a character who's good at it and play them. Well, I was going to try and get Faye, but I'm also going for Countess again. Get me that bonus damage. So basically the game's over at this point.
Enemy towers destroyed. Enemy has been slain. Enemy towers destroyed.
That's something I would have done too against in PvP, so. I don't think that is properly showing on the Gladiator information. Oh, that was close. Oh.
Enemy tower is under attack.
So where's the helmet? Yeah, I think we have 58 at tick, so it's not showing up right. So I wouldn't go by how Gladiator shows you. You can see how much is actually healing you. Aiming for 20, so maybe the higher
Allied tower
number you get, the
under
more it
attack.
heals you. Maybe that's the case.
Enemy elite.
Let's try that. See if that works. $55. Yeah, I guess the higher your gladiator stacks, the more it heals you. That I wasn't aware of.
Enemy towers destroyed. My hand, your death come. Legendary.
He would return and attack me, I would have been dead.
Rises. Enemy inhibitors under
Not gonna lie about it. We're dueling.
an enemy
Take
inhibitor
that,
under
and now we're gonna go max health, magical armor. Yeah, having a growing physical power indefinitely ability,
Join
really helpful. See, I don't want to use it right away. Now I want to use it. So I want to confirm that she dies in here. Now I'm at 209. You can see what happens when this falls off.
You cannot run from fate.
194 cancel. It stacks forever, essentially.
Your power grows.
Gonna want to stay on the other side of the tower from her. She could have used her like dash ability to get to me. Most other players would have. Would have made a huge difference. I went on the jump down. I'll wait until these guys get here. Actually. Hiya, Faye.
An enemy inhibitor is under siege. Welcome to the
I'll take that.
Your skill right. An enemy inhibitor is under siege.
All right. And when you throw the spear, it goes through everything. So everything and everybody gets hit by it.
An enemy inhibitor is under siege.
Nah, I'll just end the game.
An enemy inhibitor is under siege. Your power grows. An enemy inhibitor is under siege.
Do, 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 do.
Inhibitors down.
I don't want at least 130. So I got my 130. Got you. We're not in the game here. I don't have mana, but we're still in the game. Yeah, that should end it. Yeah. So that gives you a rough idea how to play him. It's not the most accurate thing in the world because Candace just threw herself at me, but you get a rough idea how you kind of want to use his ultimate, what to expect, how to throw the spear. At least you won't go in blind playing the character, and it gives you a bit of background.
My final challenge.
But that'll give you a rough estimate, and I'd say the hardest one for him to go up against would probably be Grux, because Grux got that consistent damage, and maybe Greystone. Maybe. Depends on if he can get the stun at the right time, blocking most of the incoming damage, and if the Greystone knows to stop attacking when his shield's up. So all really depends on how much experience the person got. If they don't have a whole lot of experience, he can be pretty good against Greystone, but if Greystone has lots of experience and knows when and how to play around his shield and the damage reduction, then Greystone might be a problem. I don't think he'll have much problem with Steel, because he can keep the fight at Steel with his like dash and all that, so he can stay consistent against Steel and force the fight to stay in combat rather than playing around Steel's cooldowns. But when you're playing him and you get in a couple fights, you learn what you can and can't do. Once you get a bit of more experience playing against other characters and you get to know other offlaners, you know how they want to fight, so that'll affect that as well. So yeah, it's a few tidbits for him. It'll get you in lane, and you won't lose horribly, but at least you'll have an idea of what his skills do, when not to use your ultimate, when to use your ultimate. It'll give you a bit of know-how, and that'll get you from being completely inexperienced to having something to base yourself off, and you can go from there. Thanks for stopping by. Again, subscribe if you haven't already. You should check out my other videos. I'm doing one for every character. If you have any questions, do leave a comment, and maybe I'll make another video out of that. And yeah, I'll see you next time, guys. See ya.